Well, hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us. We're going to talk about building strong bones. We appreciate you, and of course, we love our opening slide here with our youngest daughter and our, I guess, middle
Middle
grandson.
grandson, yep. That was
Uh,
years ago.
just having some good times, doing a little strength building and some yoga out on the deck at the cabin. Tonight, we're going to show you the secret to building strong bones and enhancing bone density. This is Marty and Cheryl Turner, Master Coordinators with Shaklee. We're so excited that you join us. And please thank the person who thought enough to invite you to take a look at this video, get all your questions answered. All right, with that, Cheryl, let's talk about building the bone bank.
Well, because our kids achieve most of their peak bone mass by age 20, what they do in childhood, adolescence, and the teen years is critically important for their long-term bone health. Our bone is a living tissue. It's continually remodeling, balancing between formation and resorption. The critical balance between that breakdown and the formation of bone changes as we age. I'm in my mid-70s. This is not a good point for my bones. And by the time girls reach 18 and boys 20, up to 90% of their peak bone mass has been acquired already. And in our 30s, they say that the bone breakdown and the formation are equal. So you really need to put effort into it if you want to build bones after 30. And for gals after menopause and guys over 60, the bone breakdown exceeds formation. And that results in loss of bone mass. You've all seen people who started shrinking as they got older and they get frail. And we hear about people who broke their hip and fell. They usually say they fell and broke their hip, but they fell because they broke their hip. And after the first 5 years of menopause, those are the most critical for bone loss density and the start of osteopenia and osteoporosis. So it's a very important time, especially for women, to take care of themselves and focus. And we've got some real simple solutions.
All right, beautiful. And so talk to us more about what's so important about bone density.
Well, here we got a picture of a dense bone and of one with low density. And our body is constantly making new bones. So we can start to repair it a little bit, or we can at least, patch it, I guess. But the process is called remodeling, and bone density decreases after the age of 30. After 50, a fourth of all men will break a bone due to bone density. We're going to keep you on that osteomatrix. And women face an even greater challenge. During menopause, the declining estrogen levels cause bone density drop up to 20% in just 5 years. So we really need to take care of ourselves, especially during that time. It's a primary contributor to osteoporosis, and it affects millions of Americans. Also, it causes an estimated 1.5 million fractures annually, and the amount of the bone mass that you have can go up if you take care of it. Most people reach peak bone mass around in the 20s to 30s there, but after that, you have to take a lot more care of it.
That's right. All right. Well, one of the things that we should talk about is, of course, your bone building activities. So whether it's weight bearing activities, like, or even simple things like jump roping, walking, dancing, organized sports, gymnastics, basketball, soccer, you get the idea. The whole idea is that to go out there and figure out the things you need to do to stimulate the bone building cells, the bone building cells, which will help increase bone size and mass. So these are just a few of the things. I happen to be very, let's say I kind of focus on these ideas of dancing, golf, and disc golf.
There
I
you
think
go.
Cheryl put that in there just for me.
I did.
And then other people, you might be doing some body weight exercises such as push-ups. I like the balance training exercise, whether it's yoga or whatever it happens to be. But all of these things, of course, are important, and I hope that you're all engaging in those on a regular basis. All right. So some of the other things that we talk about, of course, is what you are, what you eat, and we've always heard that. The idea is that we want to choose wisely, and I would add eggs, fruit, veggies besides spinach. Also, we add spinach to almost everything, whether it's in our smoothie, we add it to our eggs, we add everything. It to. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter really what it is. We're always adding spinach to a lot.
We buy frozen chopped spinach.
Yeah. And so all the different things from the seeds to the cheese to the salmon, which we had last night. Thank you, Amy. It was fabulous.
Delicious.
all of those good things can help as far as your bone building, simple
Just
things that
little
you can be
things.
doing.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right. Well, so talk a little bit about the nutritional essentials for strong bones.
You know, you really can't get enough from your food. Between soil depletion, additives, dyes, and other things going on in our world today, you need supplements, and you need a great multi to strengthen every part of you. We need extra calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, glucosamine, and those form the matrix of our bones. We need zinc, copper, and manganese. That's trace minerals for metabolic reaction and building stronger bones. Vitamin D helps absorption of calcium. K helps creation and pro-perfunction. And it's a protein produced by bone forming cells during that bone matrix formation. It's really important that you get the formula. And there are two vital nutrients for infants, children are calcium and vitamin D. Collagen is a vital protein for bones, skin, muscles, hair, our nails. Vivix will build healthy cells, and that will build strong bones at the DNA level.
I love it. All right. Well, one of the things that I like is not only these beautiful slides, but also the featured people on these slides.
Yeah, I put them back in here.
It's awesome.
It's my baby and her baby.
Yeah, Shaklee is so science-based, and it's also way beyond organic, something that you can be very confident in taking. Why? Well, because we don't just check, where and how plants are grown. We test 3 times of the U.S. Pharmacopoeia standards once the raw materials come into our plants, checking for over 350 contaminants, pesticides, impurities on every batch of raw ingredients, which is pretty awesome. All right. Well, with that, the other thing I'm excited about is that we have lots of choices.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can find your perfect multi, and whether it's all the way to the Vitally for men, we happen to be very focused on the Vitally Gold. And the simple idea is that it also gives you more of everything that you're looking for, and it can be with or without K.
Marty took it before he was 50.
That's right.
Because it had more nutrients.
That's right. And we also have the methylated product that's wonderful. And I know our daughter who's on here, who is our oldest daughter, loves the Vitally gummies.
Yep.
Because some people, whether it's not swallowing or just having that convenience of having a chew, we love all of our different gummies that we have, from our Vitally products all the way to Vivix and even some of the kids stuff.
Top drawer choices.
Awesome. All right. Well, with that, some of the other things, of course, is, as we mentioned, it's with and without K. The original Vitally, get this, was invented by Dr. Shaklee when the word vitamin wasn't even in the dictionary, which is pretty amazing. So it's not only good for your bones, but it's also good for your everything, from your eyes to your toes.
A couple more choices are the Vitalizer Gold over on the left, which is a wonderful, powerful program, or the Life Strip over on the right. That's the one I take. It has everything Vitalizer has, plus it has Vivix already.
Beautiful. All right. Well, then let's talk a little bit more now about some of the comparisons and what's there. And I'll let Cheryl go ahead and do that, compared to Vitally versus the leading vitamins out on the market.
There really is no comparison. Freeze this and check it out. And you get what you pay for. And you'll see not only are the other supplements synthetic and made from chemicals and things that look like nutrition, but Shaklee's are organic, they're pure, they're potent, and you get more of everything in it.
Well, and like they say, you get what you pay for, but in this case, you get really great value for what it is that you're buying.
People feel a difference.
Yeah, so talk a little bit more as you dive into our wonderful Shaklee Life Strip.
Yeah, we're not going to take a deep dive on Life Strip, because you can get a hold of the person who shared this with you, ask them, because there are entire presentations about this powerful scientific miracle, basically. Freeze it again, look at the label. It has everything that was mentioned on that slide about the nutrition you need for strong bones, except glucosamine. This comes in a smart delivery system. It gets the right stuff to the right place at the right time. And that's called our Shaklee Micronutrient Advanced Release Technology. It is worth the money.
Beautiful. All right. Well, one of the other things that I want to share with you, or I guess we should share with you, is are really our flagship product when it comes to building and strengthening and getting your body what it needs, which is more calcium in a very
Available. Yeah.
available form. So let's talk a little bit about Osteomatrix.
This has made a huge difference for us. And if I run out of it, I forget and I don't order it, and I can feel the difference. And right now I'm on a mission. So I'm taking my Osteomatrix religiously.
Yep.
And these are nature's most concentrated and most easily absorbed sources of that elemental calcium that we need for our bones, so we can build strong bones and minimize the bone loss. This also has D, K, zinc, copper, and manganese in their little tiny caplets. They're easy to swallow, has 100% daily value of calcium and magnesium to help strengthen your bones and your baby's bones.
There you go. Gotta love that. Want to take care of those babies. Also, one of the other products that you can never get enough of is vitamin D, especially for those of us in the north. When we are in the north, we like being in the south too.
Yeah. We've been back for a week.
Yeah, which is absolutely essential for bone health, and that's vitamin D. It promotes, not only the bone mineralization, but also the lack of D in your bones can, make them brittle, and of course give you increased risk of bone fractures and osteoporosis.
Yeah.
One of the things that I love is that these products that we have make it bioavailable to you in a very easy way. We know we all should go out and get more sun and take it naturally, but with our vitamin D, it helps absorption of calcium, phosphorus. It may also help prevent and the development of some of the autoimmune diseases and disorders like type 1 diabetes, multiple sclerosis, rheumatoid arthritis, and so many other things. So increasing your vitamin D intake, and myself personally, there are 400 IUs. And so I take, between all of our Vital E product and also the D, I probably get about 1,200
at least,
every day, which is pretty good. All right. So with that,
and you want to make sure you get D3.
Yes.
You want to make sure it's either 400 to 800 IUs of D, and make sure it's D3, because that is the form that will be absorbed into your body.
Perfect. Okay, well, let's talk a little bit more about another great product for bones, but also specifically connected to the bones, is your joints.
This is one of my favorite products. If I forget to take it, 2 or 3 days later, I can hardly move. I forget that I have arthritis from here to my toes. And our joint health is patented. It's fast-acting joint release in as few as 5 days. It supports healthy connective tissue. The glucosamine in this is the one product you need to buy if you buy the LifeStrip that has everything that you'll need for strong bones. And it helps maintain healthy cartilage for cushioning the joints and easing the movement. It promotes flexibility. So it's really, really important that you get those essential vitamins and minerals so you can have that flexibility and that supporting healthy connective tissue.
Beautiful. All right, well, then let's talk a little bit about one of your new favorite products. So we have so many that we love, which is our collagen product that comes in a number of different ways, Collagen 9.
Our collagen is the only one with all 9 essential amino acids, and we need all 9 to synthesize collagen. And most collagens, and ours originally only had 8. We added the 9th one to it. Science shows that all 9 essential amino acids are vital for best results. It's non-GMO, it's grass-fed, pasture-raised, gluten-free, dairy-free, and of course it's Shaklee. No artificial flavors, sweeteners, colors, or preservatives. It has 100% of the daily value of biotin, 100% daily value of vitamin C, and 100% hydrolyzed collagen for quicker digestion and absorption. And absorption is the key. My hair is thicker now than it's ever been in my life. Again, I'm in my mid-70s. It's amazing.
So not only bones, but eyes, hair, nails, you name it. All right, well, good. So one of the other things that's important is, of course, that we make sure that there's less DNA damage, and we do that through increased cellular energy and formation with fewer damaging age proteins, which Cheryl can talk a little bit more about. But our Vivix product, which comes in different forms, whether it's the gummies, the gel caps, which I happen to like, or maybe it's maybe taking a teaspoon a day, to help the aging go away. Whatever it happens to be, it is definitely a great product. Want to talk a little bit more about that?
It protects your mitochondria. And that means you are going to be growing stronger bones from your DNA out. And my favorite is the gummies. And they were featured in Elle magazine for one of the tips and trends, how powerhouse brands that beauty that make you more beautiful, stronger, healthier. It's amazing that everything is going to look healthier. You're going to look younger from this product. We have people all over the world who have had this. And like when I started on it, my hair, I don't dye my hair. Again, I'm in mid 70s. I do not dye my hair. And it started coming in more of the dark ash blonde that it had when I was younger. And what I did was doubled it because I was already taking it, and I buy that little daily strip that's called Life Strip. And when you buy that in the package, you can buy another item for only $10.
Right.
So I'll buy extra Vivix or extra protein because we're made of that. And it's a luxury that we can get for only $10. It's amazing.
Beautiful. Well, with that, what's really important is understanding Dr. Shakly's philosophy and understanding that the medical field, as he says, is interested in treating disease. I'm interested in building health. And that's what really Shakly's all about, building stronger bones, a stronger body, stronger mind, and a stronger person.
Yep.
The idea is that we have the best. And I truly believe through these products in your life, the best is truly yet to come.
That's right. Having a stronger body and a stronger mind makes everything else stronger too, like relationships, finances. It's definitely what we're doing is the wellness revolution, and we'd love for you to join us.
Beautiful. Well, with that, we'll see you again on another video. Thank the person who thought enough to invite you to watch this video, get all your questions answered, check out all the wonderful things through our Health AI quiz that you can take and learn more about some of the things that you need for your nutritional gaps. All right. With that, bye for now.
Bye, guys.